Hopefully you enjoyed the intro. It is high energy, and that kind of gets us in the mood for what's going on because, well, Night City's a place of high energy as well. So we're waiting for lethality to pop by at some point. Hopefully we'll have Kiri join us. Otherwise, we have four of our five, and we can certainly continue on from there. Um, so howdy to everyone. DQ, thank you for renewing the sub. 71, it's been fun. I mean, you've been in this for the long haul. I super duper appreciate it. Heretic Trance, thank you also for popping by, especially because I know that you were doing, you had the late night and then you had the morning shift as well. Oh, Coffee Cat's in chat. Well, geez, that's kind of a rare thing. We don't see
Oh
around here
my
too much.
god.
Then so hello, and with that, we'll pop over to our lobby here. It is time for session 7 EFT. Um, but before we sleeve into the characters, we have our traditional table talk. That is something that spans all genres of tabletop role playing games. Talk about the things that have gone on during the week, or especially if it's alive in person. Maybe that's when you bust out some snacks and drinks, and you do the, oh hey, how's the wife and kids, or how's the oh, I heard something about the weather, or whatever. It's the small talk. It's the socialization. So let's do a little bit of that anyway. Um, because we left off. This could be in or out of character because we've been talking about what's a dump stat or what's something interesting. Does your character have a particular concept of faith or superstition? Fun little icebreakers or things to consider for the characters, and also to just say hi. But I will highlight we have JP here. He is not loading. That screen has been passed on to Lethality Complex. So we'll start with you because we haven't had you here for an intro. Because hey, life happens. That's not to put you on the spot or to make you feel bad. Obviously, you got to take care of your household and your things first before anything else. So, JP, what is or really Night Mage too? Because we can go a little bit back and forth, but you're welcome to talk as your normal IRL self too. What's been going on? Anything that you want to bring up, or can I give a shout out to as a show of appreciation for you coming by tonight?
Oh, not really a whole lot. I started my own business, which is why I kind of quit streaming. So I've just been working on doing that, contract IT work, and then DoorDash and Uber because I can also, that's technically business work. So
Okay.
I can do all that underneath. So I've been basically learning the basics of running a small business over the last couple months, as well as being a brand new dad and doing all that fun
if you
stuff.
want any small business talk, advice, or commiseration, you are always welcome to message me.
Sounds great.
Small business.
Sure that is. Oh, go ahead.
God, small business and a small person. That's two giant plates to spin at the same time.
It is. It has been.
As you do your actually in its own way, that's almost kind of prep work for Cyberpunk, because it's a very gig based economy in this Cyberpunk dystopia here, especially if you're doing IT stuff or you're doing deliveries. I drove for one summer. I actually did Uber, and I was one of the only cars in the area that did this. So I had a virtual monopoly, which was interesting, and because you already have the mind of tabletop role playing games, and we even talked a little bit about this with the one story you're sharing about the military versus local police interaction. You can get a lot of interesting stories, and you'll meet a lot of interesting characters if you're giving people rides, or even if you're delivering something and you walk up to a house. It could just be decorations, or it could be, I don't know, there's just this really, they got a gnarly looking dog, might be really kind, but you're like, well, I never expected like a three-legged dog to kind of like jump out of the bush and bark, but then it just like be the most lovable fluff ball or something. Like, just the random stuff that happens that you never would have experienced otherwise. that will be excellent fuel for any other characters or campaigns that you run in the future.
Oh yeah, it's always great. There's
It's always
already a
nice.
few stories. You know, I got to meet a guy that ran like 6 different unions across the West Coast.
Oh,
So we talked for like 2.5 hours about different things that the unions do and don't do, and the realities of the union as they changed throughout the 80s and 90s.
anything
So in
else?
that,
Yeah.
I mean, JP in character, he is looking forward to hopefully kind of getting more traction going, because he's spent the better part of a decade inside of Night City now trying to make enough of a name that maybe he can find a way to find his old partner inside of Biotechnica.
Yeah.
And now he's found almost the perfect crew for such an operation.
They just need to gel a little bit more, to kind of firm up, and they may be the ones to carry you across that finish line. Excellent. Well, then we'll see what happens here as we resolve Mikhail and then look into what this electronic fair has to offer. You know what? Let's just go down the line of cameras from here. Let's pop from JP to Outback, piloted by Encyclo Chameleon. How can I shill for you? How can I be the voice in the crowd going, wow, that's awesome?
Not too much. Guess I'm just gonna stream weekends these days, so
Okay.
look forward to ending Dispatch tomorrow.
Is the full game out? Because it was described as like a Telltale, and I know that comes out in chapters. So this is done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I did my first stream, they had all the chapters out. That's why I started to stream it. I didn't want to wait. Well, I guess I did want to wait, just not in between everything.
I might pick that game up too.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Well, I made sure to give you some shout outs here in our chat. So, for those of you who are here for our games on the Hero Zone, as others are stepping up and either maybe that they might appear on other people's channels, or they're running something themselves, or there's something else that they're doing. Strong communities, we support each other. You do business with people who do business with you. Shop local, that sort of a thing. I'll obviously be biased towards small businesses, which includes streamers as well. Whether they're approaching something as a hobby or they want to start up and see how far they can take it as a profession. And a shout out to you all in the audience then for being here tonight. Anything else then, Chameleon, that we can... you're in a weekly D&D game as well. That's on Wednesdays, correct?
Yes, correct.
And that's over on Naziro's channel.
Correct, yes.
And Naziro and, well, Chameleon, you often raid in alongside too. They've been coming into the channel for a great long while. I'll give a quick shout out also to, if I put the command correctly, Gaming Zeta _ I remember to do it correctly.
Okay. Speaking of things from the COVID era, yeah, that's about when I started following here.
And that
Right
that was during the original LOZ story. But you've since completed that. That was a multi-year campaign.
Yeah.
And then you flip things over, and now it's a low roll. And that's still going strong.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeez, that's a marathon of a session. And I hope it's been awesome.
It's been going so long that just yesterday I hit 56 months subbed to Nezero. So
amazing how time passes, and just all the life events too, right? Moving or family stuff. Just
I've lost 2 dogs in that time.
Yeah, that's part of it too. But Well, it's why the friend groups like this exist as well, because we can get through it. Or if you ever are down and out about the loss of someone, or there's just something, I don't know, weighing on your heart, you can always, go to your buds. Whether it's you vent a little bit every week during the session, or you can talk to them behind the scenes. So, but how much life has passed? Oh gosh. Well, thank you for adding one more week by showing up here to. Well, I was about to say ghost hunt. I guess in its own weird way, you can ghost hunt in Night City, but that would be more of a different kind of ghost. That would be more like D-Res, what she's looking
Yeah,
at.
I don't think D-Res wants to be doing ghost hunting quite yet.
Nope, she's don't like no net ghosts. She already thinks she's haunted by one.
I think Outback probably believes in ghosts. You go out and they'll go out into the wastelands long enough, you see some weird stuff.
And I bet there's still a lot of traditions that haven't been stamped out either by just modern secular soul crushing,
Corporatism.
Stuff. Yeah, corporatism. Whether it's traditional religious beliefs, or of course, there's still plenty of native people that they've just existed there, and they might interact with the city or the conveniences, but they're still doing their whole thing. And also, just sometimes weird things happen because, for you hear legends of the monsters in the city, but what do you do if, a cyber psycho or someone who's really biosculpted their bodies, to become this like actual living, SCP style creature, actually then like goes out and terrorizes the suburbs or the rural areas, or something. So that's a whole
With
new
biosculpting and cyberware, you could have literal werewolves.
Yep.
And they're exotic, you like.
I wonder if your horror movie was based on true events somewhere then.
Who knows?
Who knows? Only Mikhail knows, because he's the one who made the movie.
Yeah, but he kind of got a floor infusion into his face. So.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. You'll check up on him here soon. Now, Gopher. Speaking of gigs and going for stuff, how are you as primarily as the player, and then we'll worry about Gopher as the character. Anything going on in your world, Evil? Anything cool, or an interesting tidbit of like a factoid to bring up, or are you thinking about doing any sort of streaming or projects or things that I can shout out for you?
I got nothing.
Nice and simple then. All right. Well,
I've been playing Phasmo when you guys are live doing Phasmo.
Yep, that's true. He does show up here playing Phasmo, and I appreciate it because you're the movie guy. You're the director there. Yeah, I've enjoyed hunting with you for a long while now. So it's been nice. I guess getting to meet you more regularly, even outside of Fridays, by doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. And while I want to go over the rules for Alien RPG next week, at some point before the Phasmo Christmas event starts, maybe we can get back and we can do some more of the other side. Whether because I know the first time we were doing the ghost banishing puzzle to solve, we could do more of that, or as other updates might have tweaked the find the clues to identify the ghost. But I think that would be a cool thing to do, is to saddle back up in that game and give that another try too.
Yeah, and I need to go in and continue playing it as well. Try and get, the high level stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's something to talk about. And then we'll make a time where we play the other side together, and that'll be a lot of fun. All right then. Bouncing down to our final camera of the evening here, to Coffee Cat, who is piloting D-Res, the Netrunner. Coffee, what is going on with you? Is there anything that you want to talk about, vent about, or that I can shill for you?
Mostly that on my own channel, I have been gearing up my own edge runners for the conclusion of their story. They're getting pretty close to the day in which they will be attacking their BBEG, which
Oh.
they've created themselves. So, we'll be on the lookout for that. We're a couple of episodes away from concluding it, and we may have a guest starting on Wednesday, and may ride out with us till the end.
Okay.
And so there's that for Cyberpunk. My D&D game on Saturdays. Well, one of the player characters just proposed to an NPC, so there may be a wedding in store, maybe two, because there's a thruple also in the party.
Nothing's
So-
more fun. Nothing's more fun as a DM than getting to do the wedding episode.
wedding episode.
Can
Exactly.
confirm.
So
Dude,
Can confirm.
let's see.
this time is not going to include any Shadowheart priests. Okay, it's going to be
You gotta flip.
100%.
I mean,
Bjorn
hey,
Empire and Kombe and you know, something a little bit more like Spanish or Japanese in style. So
I don't think I
Yeah.
have the hat around, but I had a hat
no,
for it.
I mean,
you did.
as the DM, you just gotta flip the coin: white wedding or red wedding.
Damn.
So then,
But
exciting stuff there, and but now D&D is in the home stretch, right? It's not on the final episodes like Cyberpunk is for your your Night City Stargazers.
no,
But it's
they
the final run, right?
they know what they need to do, and we have characters that are like 13 plus, and so
Yeah.
we're intending for the game to go to 20. So we're in the like last half of the levels for the characters. I run my own convoluted experience pool because I'm DM and I say so. So it's not truly milestones, but I do have most of the say in how much experience they get.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I run the experience of the game. But that's kind of like in its the characters know what they need. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get it. So they haven't really put any clues together on how to get it yet. So they're still doing some exploring of that. Probably going to be spending some time in the very near future exploring a dragon graveyard to find out some of those clues. So we're going to be going to the original setting of the game that Maddie run, and kind of venturing into one lesser explored regions in that area, and so that's what we're gonna probably do in the very near future once the crew has built up their base of operations and started flying their airship everywhere.
And don't
That's
forget
fun.
our Comfy Thursdays also as well, part of your channel
Yes.
activity.
Which has kind of inspired me to go back to my single player run and start playing it again. So So I was playing my single player a little bit today and yesterday.
Oh,
so-
okay. Well, is that anything that that you're gonna broadcast? Are you keeping it personal, or are you gonna broadcast it on your channel, or just like on Discord only, sort of a thing? Or
Yeah, I'm keeping it personal mostly. If I decide to do any streaming, it'll probably be on one of the various Discords, probably Derek's that
Okay.
I join. But primarily, it's also my cozy game in which I do play it some of the time personally. I don't find myself to be a very interesting game streamer, so because I'm a little bit like focus mode. I'm a little less talkative.
all right.
So I'm not nearly that interesting when I'm playing video games unless I'm collabing. But so single player playthroughs on games just really isn't a audience draw for my channel.
Okay.
But the collab stream that we do on Thursdays is I guess a good jumping off. We share chat.
I
so.
certainly ask a lot of questions.
You do, which is fine. I'm okay with But
All right. Well, hey, we
as
might
many
be
people
joined.
with Stardew Valley,
What?
do, we consult the wiki.
Yes. Yeah, I had that open last time too, just to see what was going on. We might be
Yeah.
joined by a lethality soon, but in the interest of keeping things moving, to give you all time to talk to Mikhail, like I'll load up his camera when he is in. But let's get back to things here, as where we had left off was, well, we did a couple things. We had a meeting with JP at the Golden Dragon Tea House in the Little Kowloon like series of stacks, where you had gone over the scream sheets here. As it just so happens, you have a fixer who seems to be of good temperament, might be a good fit for you all to work with. He pulled a couple things that might be good as jobs for you all to do. Besides, each of you are functional enough, you could always find some downtime activity. Well, the dice said two of you wouldn't really be able to this week, but there's something that you might still be able to do. But if you want the bigger pay, there are other things that you can look forward to. And so after some conversation, going over, so this corporation's here, or, kind of hemming and hawing about things, you have chosen, you haven't gone to sign up for it yet. We'll get there on Wednesday. But the idea was to go to the Night City Electronic Fair. And from there, you would be determining what it is you want to do there. Because they need people of all different makes and models, kind of figuratively and literally, to do things from cleaning, serving food, being a booth bunny, or in the case of Arasaka, they don't have an official presence there, so they need people to act as like contracted, like proxies for Arasaka. Like, they're there, but no one from Arasaka is there. It's gonna be a weird kind of a virtual in-person experience. Anyway, so that was the general idea, and we're on Monday before Tuesday, when you're going to meet when you're presumably going to meet Mikhail after getting out of the hospital. And the last thing that you did was, after your afternoon tea, you did a little investigating at the Hook, and you found that it was cordoned off by police. There was a repair crew there that was fixing the damage that the bozos had left behind. And after doing some snooping, you all inadvertently stumbled on something that went a lot deeper than just random gang violence, as there were signs of infiltration, some spy stuff going on. There was a fake antenna that was put on the roof to cover a hole that was kind of like cut into it, and that I'm wildly flailing, and when I put my hand down, it bumped my mouse and it drug the window down. And then the bulk of the investigation ended up in the back room here, where you were piecing together the mystery, because there was some bullet holes and the door was open, and how did things time out with the explosion and what all was happening there. And it seemed like you gathered enough clues that you may not know with 100% certainty, but there is a strong inclination that you know what happened, even if there's a couple things left out, like who or why, things along those lines. So, this is where we had left off last time. It is Monday. This would have taken some time. I'm going to say it's getting into the evening, as it's January. In fact, it is specifically still January 7th. I'll say that the sun's getting ready to go down. the weather wasn't too bad, but well, you all were kind of together. The group had split, but it was a bit of a weird split because it was Kiri and Drez. Like, Drez went in through the secret door, Kiri went in through the ceiling, and then Gopher was there too, right? Outback was staying in the car as a getaway driver, but JP had split at the tea house and had gone to do his own thing.
Yeah.
So that's the status of things. So 4 of you are close-ish, and of course, all of you have JP's number because he very responsibly handed out business cards to you all when he first met you.
Oh no, with what we found, he's getting rung basically immediately.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Let's grab your camera link and get you set up.
Yes. Now
We
that
have
my
a
phone is no
solo.
longer and I'm awake.
Control V that camera in there, and then we're gonna turn off our. Yeah. There we go. Although, wait, why don't I have a? Why don't I have a Drez on camera?
I think Coffee Cat went AFK.
Oh,
Something like that.
okay. Or maybe an internet
Yep, I went
bloop.
AFK
Oh,
and turned,
okay.
No, I went AFK and turned my camera off for a second.
Oh, got it. Okay, no, that's fine. Sorry if you said something and I missed it as I was.
No, I
going
typed
on.
it in our Discord, so
Oh, all right.
so as not to interrupt.
Okay, well, hail, the gang's all here, if only now electronically. As well, go ahead and what are you calling, texting, flicking over to JP?
So, Kiri, having kind of been pondering all of this, and with also trying to stop Drez from going back down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, she was spiraling earlier.
She said she spent quite some time pulling said dear girlie out of the said hole. She doesn't want her going back in there quite so soon.
Look, I said it was right.
Shush.
You know what? I'm right.
Shush. She kind of is pondering what to send. Before she sends JP, meet us down at the hook. We managed to get back into the secret room, and things are more fucked up than we thought.
It takes a little bit, and then the response back is, "What do you need me at the hook for? Just take some pictures or gather whatever you can."
Kiri would send him a picture of the interface console with the holes in the front of it, away from the door, and the hole in the ceiling. She goes, "No, I think you need to come down here."
You're great at photography. What do you need me for? Just keep taking pictures.
She probably sent an emoji, like a cowmoji back, because she's used to using those, because, Japanese. Of just really? And
Your avatar was was it a shrine maiden with a kitsune mask?
yeah,
Okay.
like a small chibi shrine maiden with the kitsune
Okay.
mask. And she
D-Rez probably designed it.
yeah, she sends a text that's like, "Yes, I tend to be rather good at taking photos. However, there's things that we need to talk about this in person that I don't feel comfortable speaking about over the holo."
Well, then, pick a place to meet. There's two things I've learned in my life. You don't hold clandestine conversations at crime scenes or over phones.
There's a cow motion that comes back of the avatar just nodding his head. Yeah. If it's available, we'll be back at the tea house. Give us an hour.
We'll get a booth.
You bow to no one.
And
honestly,
That's
he's been here this whole time, just chatting the old lady up.
Pimp can't penia see
so as
fair
Kiri
restis
kind of
opinias.
zones back into the physical realm. We're meeting JP at the tea house in an hour.
Again?
Snag a photo of absolutely everything you can, and then we're leaving. And Kiri already has been with her external agent. She snapped a photo of the ceiling, she snapped a photo of the booze, she snapped a photo of the seat, she snapped a photo of the console.
If possible, Drez is going to take a snapshot of, or a screenshot of what she sees in the virtuality with the architecture basically not being non-existent.
Oh, all right.
If
Like
there's
a
things
yeah,
you
like
can
a screen cap. You're gonna like bring up the shell because all the containers were there, but all the containers were empty.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
And while they do that, I've got a little roof jaunt to do to go check to see if there's blood up there.
Okay.
Or the athletic one.
All right. Well, it'll probably be easier for you to go outside and then just circle back around to.
Yeah, no, that's the idea, is that she's gonna get outside and circle around.
All right. So for the interest of time, you've stated your intentions, and that you're gonna meet JP back at the Golden Dragon in an hour. There are a few streaks of blood in that crawl space in the ceiling, kind of that maintenance, that Jeffrey's tube
Yep.
that I described, and
Yep.
on the roof. Now that you're looking really closely, especially around where the footprints in the gravel on top of the roof were, you can find that there were just a couple little like granules that had blood on it. So the bleeding wasn't heavy or had diminished since the seat, as there was less in the maintenance tube, and then you found a couple drops on the gravel up on top.
Examining this is, given that there are granules that I can also, given that I didn't move the top part back into place yet
Mhm.
when I dropped in. If I drop in and examine this blood, it's actual blood, right? It's not like, for example, the sort of synthetic nanobot blood analog that you get when you become a full Borg conversion.
It appears as if it's normal blood. You don't have like a med kit or something out here to do whatever.
I can't test it, but that's fine.
It's super obvious it's not like the fake blood. Maybe there's some hybrid component to it, but it's not artificial blood. It is more in the realm of real blood.
Okay. And yeah, Kiri would trace this back, like basically back out the top, and she'd move the antenna back in place, so that nothing looks weird from the top.
Yeah.
Is the antenna actually connected to anything? I don't remember.
No. It's completely
It's
hollow.
just a dummy thing.
Yeah. So what happened is a quick hole was cut in the roof, and then that was used for ingress and egress. And then to make it look more normal, some strips of metal were like glued to the inside of the hole, and then a shell, like an antenna casing, was placed over the hole.
That.
Yeah, and she's now getting photos of that. Now, given that there's only some granules at the top saying that, yeah, the blood loss kind of stopped as they exited the crawl space.
Hmm.
This, I imagine, this would probably be something in the vein of a. Where is my sheet so that I can remember the skill? Because I don't have the skills in this game completely memorized just yet. Would there be something in the vein of like maybe an survival check that I could do to see if, because if the bleeding having stemmed like that, it doesn't make sense to have applied an anticoagulant or something like that inside the crawl space. So what I'm thinking is I want to check the gravel and see if it's been disturbed such that maybe they got lifted by like an AV.
This would be a medical skill of some kind, depending on the type you use. That would flavor your information.
There's first aid and paramedic.
Hmm.
Yes. If it's one of those, I can do one of those. Give me just a second, I just need to refresh my character sheet because it logged me out of Demiplane so that I can actually have a look at my skills properly.
Does that for me every time.
Doesn't do it for me every time, but it does it for me sometimes when I don't look at Demiplane.
Hooray,
Does
technology.
often enough. Yep.
No, because I also need to adjust these back.
Yeah. I was thinking criminology would fit there too, but
Possibly.
so you're trying to deduce a crime scene.
Yeah, be
Criminology.
paramedic or first aid.
Criminology to me
Also-
would be like. Go ahead, sorry.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll make this a first aid check.
Okay. Ooh,
Hey!
look at you. All right.
Finally!
Nice.
Good
Let's get
first
it, kitty.
roll. Everything's going to be terrible after this.
Oh yeah.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, chameleon.
It's more checking. It's like, and like anticoagulant wouldn't make sense to just go ahead and apply, because that's a thing that you gotta like inject or smear over a wound.
Like with an
Which you
air hypo or
wouldn't-
something.
Yeah, which you wouldn't want to do whilst crawling through a crawl space that might just reopen the wound and make you bleed worse. So it's either applied out here or they got airlifted.
Beyond any sort of an injectable, it's not like you found a discarded like some sort of like a hypo
hypo.
spray or something. With your first aid, if this wasn't some sort of a critical wound, then this could have very well have been it was packed so that the hole was plugged, maybe for later. Because the blood was diminishing, so obviously something was staunching it, or there might have just been something physical like a tourniquet that was slowly, that was turning off
Yeah,
the blood
compression.
supply. So nothing medicinal, and especially because first aid would be more about these physical treatments anyway, because that's more the common stuff that you would have in first aid Whereas like paramedic would be a little bit more advanced, or might let you dip a little bit more into some advanced drugs or techniques. But first, it would look like that for a gunshot wound, and hey, any edge runner of your tier and greater would have first aid. That's a requirement, right? You can't live in this city without being able to treat yourself. So
People get shot all the time.
yeah, it would indicate that this person would be a professional like you, would be able to treat a wound, and also have been prepared for something like this, because you don't just find gauze or a tourniquet or something like that lying around. I mean, maybe if there's a first aid kit that was open, but there was nothing like that you saw. So this person would have a degree of self-care, be prepared for it. So this very much seems like a professional doing a planned job, and not just, I don't know, a street rat who was playing on the roof and found an open vent and caused mischief, or or was trying to be, I don't know, an up and coming punk or something. This indicates that this was planned and was addressed for being shot.
Locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, given that the sheet is still locked, they either climbed the roof like I did, or they flew in. Which means either this was a high-tier edge-running team, or this was a corporate job.
Well, remember, JP doesn't fly, but he has ways of getting up and down, too.
Yeah, that's why I said they either climbed it,
Yeah.
like via like ropes and grappling hooks and stuff, or they flew in. It's one or the other. But even then, that says that it is a corporate. This was either a high level edge runner hit or a corporate hit, because those are the only two tiers of thing that would have such resources and the knowledge.
Edgerunners would eventually have to go to a Ripper.
Yep. I'll duly note that as I jump back down, and given the investigations that they would have taken, 10-20 minutes, and everyone else would be doing their thing, and then Kiri would probably be making her way over to Outback.
Yep. Desert Rattler is purring.
Yep.
Yep, and she's jumping in the front, waiting for the others to show up.
D-Rez is hopping in the back as soon as she's finished with everything.
So, TLDR Outback. Things are, getting freakier and freakier with this job.
Well, that's to be expected.
Our boy Mikhail is gonna have a lot to answer for.
Including hazard pay.
Oh yeah, no hazard pay.
I plan on negotiating that with him. But JP don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, JP is going to do the talking, because if anyone else does the talking, they're gonna fumble it, and if I do the talking, he's not going to live.
Look, I'm pretty good at this sort of thing too.
I never said you weren't. But this is what's the word we're talking about?
I
Delegate.
haven't bungled a negotiation yet.
No, but our general tier of work is odd jobs. And we're talking about negotiating up because an odd job that we were doing basically had at least a call for something of that level get involved very, very quickly. The negotiating field is different. I
The
can't really
corpo,
tell you
huh?
how. That's not really. I can't really tell you how. It's never my field of expertise. But it's different. And so while I trust your skills, he could also very, very easily stonewall you over the littlest thing.
And if he does, I'll punch him in the mouth.
That doesn't tend to get you paid any quicker.
See, that would be more my response, which is why I wouldn't be talking to him.
This is why I'm having the response, is because I know that your punch would likely kill the man, whereas I would probably just knock a tooth out.
You know what? You're not incorrect. Let's just
See, I'm right.
Let's
I'm right
just
about
see what-
everything regarding this job.
Let's just see what JP has to say about this. Given that he was also in the crossfire, I think he should know the depths of how far this goes.
I agree.
And hopefully not get gunned down by trauma team on accident or something.
Ugh.
I don't even want to meet Mikhail at the trauma hospital. Are you kidding?
I'm not gonna get gunned down by trauma team. They stay
They
on standby.
carry guns.
Yes, but they stay on standby at the hospital. They're not on active duty at the hospital. They're under care of doctors.
Outback,
is actually-
while they're
which is
talking, I need a
actually-
perception, please.
Lovely. Okay.
I mentioned trauma team is
I'm
the security for the hospital, though.
putting to luck on this.
Trauma has their own headquarters, really.
They do have that too, yeah. But they have.
Oh,
That's
All right, well,
24.
That's cool,
24
yeah.
because I
that
yeah
double 2 crits at the first of the game.
yeah, and I used luck on that. Oh well.
Okay.
24.
All right. They're talking about this in the back, or betweening. I forgot where everyone was seated.
I'm sitting in the back seat. Curious.
Well,
Yeah, I believe it's go for Dira's in the back, Outback and Kiri in the
yeah.
front.
yeah. You see that on the road here, because you're taking one of the highways that cut through. Speaking of things like the big overpasses or the spaghetti highways of San Antonio, there's like these roads that will just like take you over, so you don't have to go through. As you're going through the big city, it has its unique character found block by block. But sometimes that character finds you, and there are 2 cars behind you that are it looks like a chase. One is swerving, the other is following, and a telltale sign that there's a chase going on is that someone's leaning out the window and is getting ready to fire a pistol at the other car. It's not aimed at you, but you're a driver, you're tuned for this, and you see some telltale swerving going on. So it looks like there's some kind of dispute being resolved on the highway behind you. What are you saying or doing yourself or to the others in the car?
With that perception, I can make another check if you think. Can I tell, like, obviously, different gangs, different colors, different gang signs. Can I tell who's shooting at who?
There's nothing that's obvious. Like I'll roll
Nothing
that into
obvious.
your
Okay.
critical, but yeah, you're not seeing. Oh, it's a gold and white car, or it doesn't have.
So yeah,
Like
it doesn't have like Valentino's wrap or something.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing that's overt. So it could just be a random act of violence as well, or some small time. Something like that. Maybe it's a solo chasing a mark. But this is something that, questions you're going to have to answer or address it in some way, because the chase is coming up quickly. And you can decide if you want to let him overtake you or like fall back, or I don't know. This is your show, but you see this coming up quickly behind you.
You want us to deal with it?
Y'all got your seatbelts on? I'm going to move out of the lanes that they're going to be going through and starting to speed up to keep up with them because I want to see what's going on.
Okay.
Seatbelt.
It's like active
100%.
active rubbernecking. You want to keep up with the potential disaster, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
And D-Rez is peering out the back window just to see what's going on.
okay.
Yeah, she's short. That's exactly what she's doing. But she's got her seatbelt on. She's prepared to.
Outback starts doing the thing that's done in every Fast and Furious movie, which is an unnecessary amount of gear shifting.
Shift.
Just
Shifting into 15th gear on a 5-gear transmission.
If you wiggle the stick around, it makes the car go faster. But yeah, he's just gonna drop back slightly and then keep pace with this
all right.
until you can figure out who's shooting at who and what for.
Well, keep your eyes on the prize out back, because otherwise, D-Rez, having turned around looking out the back window, is offering a different opportunity for your rearview mirror. So, the chase is on, and you're staying ahead of it, or I know you're pulling over, but are you're pacing it? You're trying to pull ahead, or are you trying to pull back and let him pass?
I'm going to be like, if they're here and here, I'm going to be to the side in between them.
Pacing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pacing in
Right.
between them. So I
You
want
wanna be in this lane. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, basically.
Okay, so now if these were the cars in the chase, you are here in order to... Okay, got it.
Yeah, because also that's probably the side with passenger side's where the solo is. So if we start taking fire,
Yeah.
Carrie has
Yeah.
already pulled out her heavy SMG and is checking things over.
That's true. So if you need to, yep, out that side you have the solo with that's a very lovingly rendered detail of the SMG there. If it's in native. All right, we'll pull the scene a little tighter here. All right.
Don't draw attention to us.
Only if they shoot at us.
So we will call this. We'll call this the target car, and then we'll call this the...
pursuers.
Yeah, actually, yeah, pursuer. There we go. Target, so as you move over, target comes up, and...
Yeah. These might be some people I know, for all I know. Ooh, not good.
Okay.
Ooh.
I just want to point out that even though this is digital, that die is actually like cocked. It's balanced on the edge because the 8 and
Yeah.
1 are like
Even.
on,
Yeah.
Call on digital dice, Matt.
So just out of morbid curiosity,
The
Wow.
other
No,
universe.
That's a minus. That's a minus 3.
okay.
The worst crit fail that ever crit failed in this
so-
game so far.
This is
No, I already know
this is some panic mode here, and without any kind of I guess special recognition, target car, you're over to the side, but you're also not quite slowing down. Target's getting shot at, and so target car is going to speed forward and move here in front of your car.
Oh.
Well, I mean, now Outback might be able to get a glimpse at who's inside the car if they're not blocking like tinted windows.
There's wrong tool. There we go. Pursuit car begins shooting, and as there's, you're not being brake checked or anything, but it's pretty clear that you're just some rando, so whoever target car is just using a random person as cover in this case. Now, as I prepared ahead of time, and I have the weapon type, here we go.
Oh no, I am not okay with that.
I need
Alright.
to roll my own smart machine gun.
Oh, it's smart, so they won't hit me.
Or not a sub. I'm sorry, SMG is...
It's gonna
Yeah.
be a smart rebuild.
I was
Smart
going
machine.
smart weapon? I want that.
Hold on.
You have a chance to get your hands on one.
True, technically.
Just need to buy a rebuild.
Okay, let's see.
Yep.
Gotta remember, I got just compact.
I could turn my
Okay.
Personally, I was thinking that the rebuilds would be done by our tech, because it's like it's not quite the 70s yet, so I wouldn't assume that they're quite mainstream. But that's,
I mean, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Wow.
as the gun opens fire here, another person's car, well, for that last one, is just the highway itself is gonna end up taking the heat, but Desert Rattler is going to be hit. Although the one thing I did not open, if there's any special rules against shooting a vehicle, or if that's going to be like a drive instead of evasion.
Vehicles cannot dodge attacks.
Okay.
My vehicle doesn't have any armor, but 2 hit still uses the same range tables for guns.
Yep,
All
I
right.
just subtract from the structural points.
Yeah.
All right.
There's something about aiming and critting a vehicle.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
You can take
Yeah.
an aim shot and it increases damage they take.
5 then.
Okay.
Ting ting ting.
I can't actually do the appropriate amount of damage because for some reason it won't register the 20 extra that I have. And I'll just mark it down.
put it in a note or something.
I'll just mark it down, and then I know when I get to 30, I just go back up to 50. And that's my actual HP.
Sorry about that. There was two shots. Okay.
And then
So, Desert Rattler takes a little heat. Something somewhere else does, and you currently have target car. Since you're moving pretty quickly, target car has positioned itself in front of Desert Rattler, and is using you to try and get cover from pursuer. We're over to you, Outback and crew. What are you doing in this case?
Alright, what do y'all think? I can pit maneuver that guy, I can emergency brake check the guy behind us, or I can just get out of the way.
Just let him pass.
Alright.
no. Fuck them both. Pit this guy. I'm dealing with the other ones.
Okay, I guess then I'm rolling down Kiri's window so she can return fire to the guy behind us, and I don't believe there is a established maneuver.
If
Yeah,
they hadn't,
no.
if they hadn't hit, she would have been willing to just let bygones be bygones. But no, these guys in front of us are trying to use us like a human shield. These other guys aren't aiming properly. Nah, screw them both.
Yeah, there's not a listed maneuver in this for a pit maneuver, but I don't think it would be any harder than like a DV13.
What, like, can we reflavor it as something that already is in the list of maneuvers? Like, is there it?
The list of maneuvers are
it's kind of a
swerves,
ram.
swerves, sharp turns, emergency stops, bootleg turn, jumps, landing an air vehicle, or doing a acrobatic maneuver in an air vehicle.
Okay.
Ramming is basically just treated as a melee attack, I believe.
Okay.
Let's see. Whenever you drive a vehicle into something with HP, both my vehicle, pedestrian, piece of cover, or other vehicle takes 66 damage, and everyone involved gets the whiplash injury.
Okay.
Mm,
And that's what you want to do?
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do if we want to pit maneuver this guy. Let's see, dodging a ramming vehicle is DV13 Dex plus evasion plus 1d10.
Okay.
That's dodging on foot. There's no rules for this.
I think that it's a contested land vehicle
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a contested drive land vehicle check. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's
There's something about
Not-
it in the hot pursuit rules.
oh yeah, that's in Hot Pursuit. I don't know what book that's in.
I don't either, to be honest with you.
See, I have Interface Volume 4. Is it here?
Let's see. Library. Let's go view all.
I can't
Yeah,
remember. if
you're
it's
right, there
released
is a
as part of the
specific-
adventure.
It's
View
not in
Hot Pursuit.
Interface Volume 4.
Let's see. The chase, the rules. This is a little more loosey-goosey than like I don't need a complete strict
Setting
bunch
of a
of stuff
chase,
here.
chase rules, positioning, actions, maneuvers. NOS pit maneuver, DV15.
Oh, there we
okay.
go. All right.
To be adjacent to the target vehicle, which, whatever.
We are.
Use a tap target vehicle, deals no damage, causes it to wobble, end of the round. Target operator makes a position check. Oh, God. Oh, God. These don't.
And this
These
is
are-
why whenever I was running Shadowrun, if I had a Rigger in the party, I had Rigger 5.0 open on the other screen at all times.
This implies that we would be doing the entire Hot Pursuit chase rules rather than just what we're doing.
We'll come up
but
with something on the
DV15
fly here, yeah, because we're not doing the full chase grid. or anything.
DV15 drive vehicle
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Basically, I would interpret its rules is for this loosey-goosey thing is you start the pit maneuver and then they have a chance on their turn to correct.
Okay. Well then, here's my drive land vehicles. I think I get a DV15.
Jeez, yeah, I think so.
that, man, this is what we have a nomad for. Driver extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Yes, the most thrilling maneuver ever. Lightly tapping their quarter panel.
Hey, you're going at a highway speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the most thrilling maneuver, but
All right.
very easy when I'm a
So-
nomad.
Target video gets tapped. So during the maneuver then, Kiri or anyone else, are you doing anything or are you waiting for this to resolve?
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
popping out and shooting at the pursuers behind us. They shot at
Actually,
us, so I'm shooting
yeah.
back at them.
Actually, fun question. Does anyone here have less than a base 9 drive land vehicles? Because if your drive land vehicle is lower than a base plus 9, you don't know how to drive a car.
I think maybe
Me?
most of us.
DRS
Base
cannot drive.
Nope, she has never driven a vehicle or had the
Mine is a
necessity to do so.
mine is a +9.
Okay, so at least if I get injured, someone can handle the car.
My drive land vehicle is 10.
Okay, good. Yeah. Anyone who doesn't have a base 9 or higher has to make a DV10 every round they want to drive.
All right. Because you're doing this during the pit maneuver, make your attack, but we're going to count it as whatever like the next range increment would be up, to account for the wobble or the weird repositioning you're going to have to do in this active time event that is all this is happening simultaneously. So if you need if you need like a 15 because this was actually you only needed you have an SMG too, right?
I have a heavy SMG. So
A heavy,
if they're
okay.
I think the ranges are the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same range. But basically, what that means is once I go,
Because they hit me on a 14.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so you so it would be the 13, the 7 to 12. So this would count as a 15, the 13 to 25. Not a huge difference, but it does make it more difficult because of the wobble.
yeah, oh good. DV15 is fine enough with me.
I'm trying to keep her steady.
Where is it?
Come to Night City. Get involved in a drive-by shooting on your way to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very true.
And listen, you hear that? Not a single police siren, because no one cares.
Yep. I am going to go ahead and pop off some shots.
Go off, girl.
That'll hit.
Yep.
Despite that sucking, that'll hit. And basically, as they're she's firing and she definitely hits. So I will notice they don't have bulletproof windows. Windshields are not cover.
Yes, no. Glass is not cover unless it's bulletproof.
Pew pew pew.
Or it's the other thing is like super heavy tempered glass is like the kind that you'll find on like the sides of skyscrapers is cover, but it's like weak cover. But yeah, basically as they're popping up, I imagine she pops out the window and probably says something in Japanese. D-Rez, you probably hear it being like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Pop, pop.
And now the people following us are like, wait, oh man, is that an Arasaka sleeper cell car?
Certainly some sort of a wasp nest was hit.
They should be glad I haven't pulled out the armor-piercing rounds yet.
All right.
It's not even my car is armored, so.
D-Riz is gonna try something a little bit
Mm.
on the fly.
Okay.
She
Quick
is
hack
going
their
to-
engine.
Well, quick hack the driver or their engine. Would you allow me to attempt to quick hack and jack into their engine or jack into their car for remotely?
I don't think cars in this particular thing would be built for such technological control. Given that the only, like,
I mean,
the only-
even cars today, like not
they
even
have computers.
good ones, they have electronics that can be taken over. And a lot of the cars in the 2077 game are very
Yeah,
old models and can still be hacked.
I'll let you determine that, Maddie, whether a car is hackable or not.
If not, Kiri just shot out their windshield probably, so it's not like you can't see the driver.
I would say this particular car is not advanced enough. Like this wouldn't have like this wouldn't really have like a network access point. This is, you know,
Because of course I still would need to be able to see it too.
yeah. So with not knowing, I guess where the point is, if it has it, it probably doesn't. Like this is, you're not getting.
And I don't know the first thing about cars.
Yeah, like if this was like
Yeah.
a corporate limo or a military or police vehicle, obviously those have networks because they're constantly communicating. Even like a media van,
They got
right,
tactics.
with a big satellite
got
dish or
tactics.
something. This is some randos shooting it out on a highway. So for the vehicle, I'd say no. That
You could
this
drive it, probably.
Yeah, I think I want to try and jack into the driver to see if I can then quick hack him.
And this is why people hate the puppet quick hack.
Yeah, you could literally just puppet the car into the median.
That's a very hard DV to get. So I
It
was thinking
is.
something a little bit easier to manage.
But you have luck.
What's
I do
the
have
DV on a
luck.
puppet?
A puppet is DV 12.
15. 12. That's right.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
even.
remember,
12.
there is
12 is
there
rough.
is a, well, remember that 12 isn't. Well, that's actually not that hard, given that there is a quick hacking skill.
No, it's just your interface
It's
ability.
interface. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep, it's
just your
D10 plus interface rank. There's no skills involved in net running at all.
There is I think there's a cyber deck that you can buy that gives you a +1 when quick hacking. But
Yeah, anything of excellent quality would give you a +1 in most cases.
yeah, that's what I was
on
thinking
weapons
of.
and,
Yeah.
and cyber decks. But I don't have an excellent quality deck. I just have a standard.
Oh, impressive. Shove an overheat into him then.
It was either that or I was going to make an impaired movement or a lure.
That would be lure. Kind of would be hilarious. It's like, hey, I'm outside the car, and he just opens the door and bails.
Oh, I really want to get outside of my car right now. Wow, that asphalt is moving very quickly.
I don't think you
Yeah.
can use lure to put them into danger, though. I think it's
Yeah,
different.
no.
Probably not. No, yeah.
It would probably just make them try to speed up and ramp me.
It's like they're compelled to investigate a noise.
Or a phantom image.
So I am going to attempt to quick hack the driver. So I'm going to, with my worm rest, attempt to breach him backdoor into him.
Oof.
Oh. Ew.
Maybe the pit maneuver
Needed.
broke your line of sight or something, or you're thrown around as you did the nudge in the correct
Yeah.
back.
Well, you get in. That's the thing. It doesn't stop you from getting in. It's to see if they detect you. So.
Well,
Yeah.
the DV to breach is
To
a
breach.
flat check.
Well,
Oh.
the breach is for going through a pass wall. That's what the breach command is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
so
you
if
you pass the basic pass wall on a neuroport just by virtue of being a rank 4 netrunner.
Yeah, no one
Oh,
has
So
a.
so you would only run into having to breach
if they
you
have
hit
to
self-ice.
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. If they
Which
have
is
So,
They're
that.
saying no, I don't know that
this
they
is
have.
this would just be a jack-in check to see, do they discover you? Yes or like, do they notice that you're there? Yes or no?
There's
Okay.
definitely no ice on this person.
Okay. So it'd be the same roll -2, so it'd be a 0 for them to notice me.
Okay.
So they probably are aware.
Yeah. Whatever
Unless
that
they crit
manifests to, but did you have another
Yeah,
net
they-
action?
I am, since I'm in, I am going to to. Do I know if they have cyberware?
You've seen them for like you've seen them for all of like 6 seconds. So
But jacking into them, is anything connected cyberware wise?
I think that Pathfinder is used for that.
I'd be cool with a Pathfinder. You want me to roll for it? So that's net action for 2.
It just ping.
Yeah, Pathfinder just sends you through the whole system, sees what's connected.
Yeah, I see what's connected.
okay. That'd be a what Outback, what's the you have a reinforced spine or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that, and well, I mean a neural port as well. So someone who is that's what you get. Basic neural port
Okay.
and a reinforced spine.
Yeah. Racer,
Very
bracer.
I could attempt a short circuit to disable their reinforced spine, or I could, impair their movement. Because the way that I would flavor impair movement is, since they're not actually walking anywhere, I would want to try and disrupt their ability to control the car.
Yeah.
They go to slam on the gas, and it's like, but my leg is moving like a snail, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Since they have a cybernetic back, obviously. So I think both would kind of achieve the goal that I'm looking for. So I'm going to roll a impair movement because
Did rezzing that worm take an action?
Resin Worm was 1.
Okay.
Jacking in was 1. Well, yeah, I guess all 3 have already been used.
Okay.
Jacking in was 1. Pathfinder was another.
Okay.
But I'm jacked into him.
Yep. Connection's been made. Okay. Gopher, anything you're doing from the car?
I think this round I'm going to sit out.
Okay.
Probably going, what the fuck? I'm in a car full of lunatics.
What the fuck these people doing?
Hey, look at, is this really necessary?
I mean, D-Riz asked
Yeah,
the same
there's no way
thing,
that's
but
gonna
Kiri
happen,
made a
so.
decision.
All right. The target car fails to correct by a long shot, and so starts a spin. They were shot at, target spinning out,
So yeah, they just lose control.
and the
of
driver knows that there's someone in his head. Okay. Then pursuit car is going to start going over this way to the side that target car is spinning.
As they do, can we get a bead on who's in the target car, like what they look like?
No, the windows are up and it's tinted. It's not an especially
Typical.
fancy car, but it is, it's not a convertible, right? There's no easy view inside.
Well, that depends. Did the window get shot out when Kiri landed her shot?
Not on target, because that was against pursuer car.
Yeah, she
Oh.
shot the guys behind.
Okay.
There are a couple bullet holes in target car, but nothing that would have shattered a window.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So target car spinning out.
Just to
Pursuer
clarify,
car is having issues.
am I jacked into target car's driver or
Pursue.
pursuer
Should be
car's driver?
pursuer. Yes, pursue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
So
want to clarify that. And I didn't clarify.
back to car, back to Desert Rattler, or Dust Rattler. Dust Rattler.
Yeah.
All right. Target has, is succumbed to the pit maneuver, is going off to the side, and you can see in your mirror that Pursuer is also like slowing down and going to the side. What are you doing?
You really want to keep fighting these folks?
He
Gonna-
ran next to Kiri.
Curious, kind of assessing the situation. Probably not the best idea to just hand over someone. My issue's more with the people who shot at us.
All right then.
Just interpose. I'll deal with the rest.
Okay. Now back will be sort of falling back a little bit.
Okay. Are you disengaging? Are you letting this play out, or are you?
He's just giving Kiri a better shot on the pursuer car.
Yeah, as they slow down, it's basically to give Kiri front aim, but not properly disengaging from the.
So basically, my turn is just keeping Kiri in the fight.
Okay. Well, target car is like spinning out, so this is going to mean that on the highway, like you're stopping and even reversing because you were going highway speeds in the chase. If you were gonna do that, like you need to like deliberately go back.
Yeah, that's fine. You can pull back a little bit.
Yeah, I can do an emergency stop. No problem.
Okay. Then.
Let's
Go ahead and.
let's. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So you stop. You slam on the brakes. Dust Rattler stays to the spinning, and it's gonna crash into the guardrail here for the side. What is all right? Everyone else in the car, go ahead and take your initiative. With this now as the base of what's happening.
I'm going to hold an action to fire the gun at Pursuer if they even so much as basically as much as breathe wrong. We love car chases.
D-Riz is going to try and impair the movement of the driver so that he loses speed or something of the car. And that's a DB6 attack. Yeah, let's go. I crit.
Is that mechanically? What is that? -2 speed to a character.
Target's move is lowered by 1 for the next 60 seconds.
Move by 1. Okay.
Which is 20 rounds.
Yeah.
In Cyberpunk.
Okay. Any other net actions?
I can only quick attack a target once. So I would once per turn. So I can only really do a couple of other.
You could zap him twice.
I could zap him and just hit his HP. Yeah, I think for my other 2 actions, I'll just use a zap.
Imagine just driving along, getting in this fight, and then like something starts electrifying the inside of your neural port.
I think the second one's gonna fail, but
Yeah, I would say so.
Yikes.
so the first one is just 1d6 damage.
No armor, no ablation, just 1d6 damage.
Okay.
1d6 electrical damage right at his neural cord.
Okay.
He gets zapped and his movement's a little bit impaired. And impaired movement does stack if I wanted to do another one.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Go for Akiri.
I said I'm holding my action to see
Oh,
what they
I'm
do.
sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Let's just
Gopher.
go for
I'm gonna sit out.
Okay. So now we have Pursuer, who was already coming over to meet up with Target Car. Driver has some slowed movement and has a pain in his neck here.
Literally. Name D-Res.
Yeah. Okay. They are going to attempt a break as well. What was the DV on that? Was that 15?
The DV on an emergency stop is 13.
13? Okay. Okay. So,
an okay.
which would mean now that the cars are over on this side of the highway, about the same distance apart, because of the emergency braking of Dust Rattler, Pursuer, and then we're gonna have a bonk happen with the spiraling target car.
target.
And then Outback, I would like you to tell me high or low, and for a benefit, something in your favor.
Let's say hi.
High. Good thing. There's a car that whizzes past and comes really close. Maybe they weren't paying attention, or the person is scared or something. But one car like comes really close but does not hit yours.
Good
That
thing.
could have been bad for all of us. That could have been bad for all of us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're
It
gonna
would have
go.
been. It would have
low
been
for
bad for
Pursuit.
my car. Would have been bad for
Okay.
my car and all of your necks.
All right. I said low for Pursue, and we had 10. Pursue car gets slammed for as it's doing its emergency brake by another car that is now that we're in this hazardous slowing down, pulling over.
We've created the traffic jam for today.
Since I can't move the static images, I'm simply going to say that Dust Rattler is somewhat wedged now again between target car, which is spiraling and is going to hit the sidewall, and the Pursue car that was emergency braking until it was given a shove from behind forward.
God damn it.
It's fine, you've got this. Your piloting skills are better than a lot of drivers I've dealt with.
All right.
I'd sure fucking hope so.
Pursuit car is has done an emergency stop by the laws of physics and not by the driver's command, and is crashed into the side of the highway.
Well, that handles that.
This music reminds me of like Magnum PI.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was getting like Hotline Miami vibes.
Yeah.
That too. I mean, they're the same sort of vibe, like 80s, like mo-cop.
Yeah.
Dust Rattler crew, what are you doing?
Let's see. Both these guys are crashed, so theoretically, if we want, we could just leave at this point now.
Do we just Delta?
You know what? I don't want to take any more damage to my car, and since I'm the one in charge of it, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. As a parting shot, given that it is now a stationary vehicle, I am just going to go ahead and make sure that those guys can't move again. The pursuer vehicle can't move again. Give me just a second to grab the stuff for that. Aiming for vehicle weak points.
It's -8 to your attack.
Much like a called shot.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm just having a look. Single shot, AC testing aim for tires, engine, gas cap, blah. There's no reason not to aim for a weak point with a melee attack because stationary vehicles, if it's not dodging, will likely hit. But if the vehicle is moving, melee attack. Okay.
Yeah, melee is automatically hit stationary.
Yep. Okay. I will go ahead and just see if I can slam the engine with a bullet.
And those do tend to be bad for engines.
They do usually intend to be bad for engines, yes.
Yes. Even with Chew 2, a broken engine block is a broken car.
Maybe you get the super ultra rare lucky double 10 crit and just happen to ricochet your bullet through their engine, out through the AC vents, and right into his head.
Oh, could only hope. Could only hope.
Only on the 10 crit.
Or it's like triple crit the shot, pull a tarot card, and it's counter is FUCK done.
Here you go.
But it's gonna be able to take critical injuries. So
That's actually a good tarot card. I think that's a good tarot card. Hold on.
Pump two luck into this. So that's a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Which one did you pull?
That's the star.
And then
I believe in the deck of many things, the star is 3 wishes. So.
That's 32 damage because it's
And not a quit.
Yeah, not a crit.
I don't think you can crit a car though.
Well, it does the additional 5 damage, but nothing else.
Yeah.
All right. Ting, 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 ting.
Yeah, I basically just put a bullet in their engine, like through the top, and then we're good to skedaddle.
Yep, taking off. I don't want to be a part of this traffic jam, and the police will eventually be here.
Jacking out.
Okay.
Shots fired on the highway. Yeah, eventually the police will be here. Maybe the highway patrol.
And so
There
on
I
and so
go.
forth.
Definitely getting further away and not just smaller.
Totally. That's exactly what's happening. All right.
Yeah. I can just imagine as they go past, Kiri probably just gives a salute to the pursuer car. Like, you're welcome.
Yes,
Even though we probably just took it more
the
more
most
danger.
the most chaotic neutral car chase ever. I'm gonna pit maneuver you. We're gonna shoot at you, and then we're gonna leave.
We could have avoided that completely. Could have just sped on by.
D-Rez, how many bowls of noodles did Kiri shoot at that gun? You don't go back for him
Well,
to collect them.
not even 10 eddies.
Depending on where you're getting your noodles at, that could be a bowl or two.
That's the good. The cheap noodles are $1 a box.
Do you really want the cheap noodles, though?
Given it's 10 eddies for 10 rounds, 2 eddies.
I had a look, and the star is. Well, I'm talking about bullet ricocheting through the car, killing the driver. That's basically what the star would have done.
Basically, yeah, what the star does, yeah.
That's what I would have pulled. So yeah. In the actual tarot, it's hope and faith.
Yeah.
And apparently in that, it's exactly that. In the D&D game I played, it was make a wish. So
The star represents an attack you can have faith in. And it's like guaranteed hit or something. It's like you hit and then it's a guaranteed that it ricochets to someone else.
forgot
Or
to
back into the
download that.
target a second time.
Yeah, I don't remember if I downloaded that. Anyways, so we're here. Or technically we go back to the mega building. I park my car there and then we walk here.
Yep.
All right. So by the time that you reach, Little Kowloon again, it is it is evening. So the lanterns are being lit. There's warm lights on, despite the cool temperatures and the cold metal exteriors of a bunch of people living in old shipping containers. But welcome back, and you remember where it was because you were there not too long ago.
Yeah.
You make your way over to the Golden Dragon Tea House.
I will say, typically don't like being in the city, but this place has its charm.
It does. Though, I think Little Kowloon makes me a little claustrophobic.
Oh, for sure. That's my one issue with it, but
Yeah.
I guess that's one of the drawbacks of living in the stacks, I guess. Eventually, they'll probably build an actual apartment building.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Nah.
Night City's always expanding. There's always more.
Yeah, well, clearly they want to do whatever they're doing in the city center rather than helping people living in an overcrowded stack of boxes.
And even if they did, they'll probably charge, double the eddies. So.
Imagine Kiri is walking up to the tea shop, case in hand, like a businesswoman. Her business is killing, so the briefcase full of weapons, but no one needs to do that.
A very
Welcome back,
deadly
honored guests,
businesswoman,
and
but
so
a
soon.
businesswoman nonetheless.
Hello.
But
Good to see
here
JP.
we found out some things.
Must be important things if you're to return.
Oh, quite.
Am I to charge him for another meal for all of you?
I don't think that's necessary.
No, no. It's just speaking some business. That's all.
Ah. Well, have your business. I will square up with him later.
Kiri's gonna just head
I
towards
mean,
the booth where JP is and slump into the seat.
I imagine that this place either doesn't have a menu, or if they do, it's the kind that doesn't have prices. And I don't think Outback
It's
wants
all
to
in-
think.
It's all in Mandarin.
Okay, so he wouldn't know the prices anyways.
So you know the prices, just not what you'd be
He
like. Oh,
doesn't.
so that's
What the dish is.
10. That's 10 for something. That's 15 for something. I
He
think
doesn't
that's
want to really think
fish.
about it. Yeah.
JP's got his hands steepled as you guys start sliding into the booth. Well, I saw the pictures. Like I said, excellent photo work. So, what do you suspect?
A hit job. Essentially.
Well, I'd already
Someone
felt
was
that
out
that
for
was.
someone was out for Mikhail and or his entire system of work.
So we have further credence to the bozos being a form of distraction and manipulation.
Seems like it.
It was a professional level hit.
So either Corp or other edge runners stole the tech because it was wiped clean. Not the physical tech, but the software, maybe his R&D notes.
Did you say that there was some sort of antenna or device blocking the hole in the roof? Did you see if it was active? See if it was pointing
Completely
at anything
hollow. Wasn't
specific?
connected to anything.
Oh, it's just the decoy. Entirely. Well, that's a shame.
So Mikhail has some obvious questions, sir.
Well, it's a good thing that I've arranged for a car to pick him up with me and 2 others. And then anyone else, if Outback doesn't have any qualms about it, could follow along. If there's any funny business while we negotiate. Well, providing a service to a citizen in need.
No problem.
Given that him, talking shop when it comes to code, I think I should be there to kind of interpret. Because I have questions about how he codes.
So then I guess the question would be, do we bring along the sword lady or do we bring along the technician?
Well, that's up to what you think we should do, I guess. In that, who would you like to have along with us? Muscle or tech?
A shotgun
More brains.
is what I was thinking.
To be fair, many people do bow to the power of a double-barreled shotgun.
That's exactly the thoughts that I was having. Either, pretty scary Japanese lady with a very big sword or a double barrel shotgun. If
A beautiful big sword.
the shop talk with D-Rez turns out to be bungus.
Which, if this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, he is wildly out of his depth. But he knows what he's doing.
Did you get any sort of whiff of who?
Not a one.
Other than professional?
Maybe small.
So this could be something that's a small security firm specialized in.
No, as in an actual smaller person, as in having to crawl through crawl spaces.
We'd also include a net runner in that, given the architecture was hollowed out.
Well, you wouldn't
And
necessarily need
when
a
you-
net runner for that, but
When you dump files, there's obviously traces left. You have the systems in place for the things that you operate on that architecture. Everything was gone.
okay.
And someone
And-
would have had to know about the room as well, and where it was.
Well, those will hopefully be questions that Mikhail will answer.
But targeted, for sure. Out for his entire architecture, it seemed, because the whole thing was cleared out. But it wasn't cleared out before we left. So they came back to get it all.
Or maybe they got it all in the initial assault.
I don't think so. I would have lost control of things if that was the case. I still had control of the doors by the time the bozos left. And short circuit, well,
Then another question, I suppose, would be, did they come back before NCPD got there, or did they have someone inside the force do the brute force deletion?
could be either. There wasn't a trace of who it was that deleted the files. Like I said, the whole thing was completely gutted. No control of the cameras, no control of the actual terminals in the building, no control of no files left, not even backups, not even really system operating files. Gone, all of it. It's like the system itself is zeroed.
You might even be able to compare it to the antenna that was placed on the roof. It's hollow. It looks like a thing. Maybe it could even act like a thing if the guts were put back into it. But it's just a shell.
No function there at all. Or
Yeah, like something's there, but there's nothing in it. It's not connected. It's empty.
and it's the entirety of the hook. They can't open their doors until they put more software back into the system.
Well, I mean, that sounds even more brute force than refined. Sounds like somebody just passed a magnet or something like that over it. Or one of, as suggested, a netrunner just went in and used the virus and scooped everything out.
There's no way to know. I couldn't trace anything. And I scoured that system.
Any of you pay attention to if there was any buildings nearby that had any cameras looking at the hook?
I didn't spot anything, and I was the one up on the roof. And the cage to the ladder was still locked, which means they either climbed up like I did, climbed up like you would with, kind of makes a grappling hook.
That's his suit jacket.
Or they extracted from the air in an AV.
Did any of y'all hear an AV? I don't remember hearing an AV.
I didn't hear an AV either, which means... But then it could have
After
come
we
and
left,
gone.
could have been anybody.
You also suppose that there could have been some sort of flashbangs or other explosion used.
That was what caused the initial commotion.
That's how you could have had percussion without the smoke and the ash and the blast. Like there were blasts or booms, but there weren't like there's percussion, but there wasn't charring. Yeah, things weren't burnt.
was meant to blind everyone there, distract, draw Mikhail's attention, and he left the room and left us unattended, and so that's how we ended up in the situation we were in. So it's a whole mess. Plenty of things that went wrong, that shouldn't have gone wrong.
Yeah.
So I say the sooner we talk to him, the better.
I think the tech is, for as cool as it is, there is not enough safety systems.
Definitely not. Being put in a haptic suit and then inserted into a tube and then hooked up to the brain dance is the most unsafe way to experience anything.
Yeah.
When I told all my friends
Especially-
that I threw my back out in a video game, they laughed at me.
Some can be very intense. Even some brain dances, too. Like,
Well-
there have been a time or two that I've been to a brain dance parlor and, people are full-on convulsing in their chairs.
I don't think
I
I've
don't
ever
know what
tried
the fuck
doing
they
that
were
myself.
watching, and I wasn't about to ask. I'd rather figure that shit out for myself.
Well, I think from here then, we're running on speculation. The only person that has answers, we have a meeting for bright and early in the morning. I have a couple of block walk to make. So, have a good evening. Try not to die before the morning.
Well, there was a shootout on the highway today, so we'll keep you posted.
We got caught in the
Yep.
middle of a car chase. They shot at us, so I shot at them. I put a hole in their engine.
Which we could have
Yes.
totally avoided 100% if we had just sped on by. But no,
Just another
everyone
day in
has
Night
to be
City.
the hero in Night City and shoot back at the fuckers.
JP,
It's not
you
about being a
probably could
hero.
have a, oh, that was you all, because you probably would have heard something like that. Not that shootings are rare in Night City, but, especially on this, like,
Would have been
on
in
the...
the traffic report.
Yeah. And Kiri just kind of turns to D at that and it's like, it's not a matter of being a hero. It's the matter of the principle of the thing. Do not shoot at someone if you're not prepared to get shot back at.
We
That's
were
exactly-
in the line of fire after the person that they were pursuing. We could have easily sped by. In fact, I don't know.
No,
Stepped on the
quite-
shoe?
Well, as an out of character thing, not quite so easily because of the fact that the target vehicle was actively trying to use this as cover.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that.
Yeah, no, Kiri would actually put it as like, no, they were actively trying to use this as cover. They wanted human shields.
Yeah.
Which is why we should have just drove past and just or slowed down and let them pass us by.
We would have
100% could have been avoided.
We would have gotten rear-ended at that speed. And the thing is that she's completely right. It's like, yeah, no, we couldn't have just tried to pull out because the target vehicle would have swerved to keep us interposed, and we wouldn't have been able to just stop because we would have gotten rear-ended by the pursuer.
Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
I mean, realistically, most we could have done is just hit the target vehicle and
Yeah,
go
hit the
about our
target and
day,
left.
but
Yeah, but the pursuers were the ones. See, that would have been fine, but they shot at us.
yeah.
It's not like the car got hit all that much, did it?
Those are still bullet holes that poor out back here has to, patch. And given that I value his driving work, I value the amount of work that he has to put into the upkeep of the vehicle for driving us around for free, mind you. I think the least I could do is get some clapback for the. Is that the right word? Clapback. She's kind of looking to the rest of those whose English is more native.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
It was retribution, not righteous necessarily, but it was retribution. The
Does
principle of the thing.
retribution ever gain anybody anything?
For some people, sure.
You want to live long enough to give retribution on Arasaka, right? Let's not get shot in a drive-by. Because believe it or not, I would 100% help you in the Arasaka thing.
Well, you want to know how best to not get shot at in a drive-by?
Have bulletproof windows.
That, but also shoot the people who are actively shooting at you, so that you don't get shot in the drive-by. They can't shoot if they're dead. And it's not like they gave too many cares about their lives anyway. They're shooting at someone in broad daylight, driving down a highway at like 60 miles an hour. I believe the care went out the window as soon as they pulled out their guns.
Much like what happens at our building, I would rather just go on with my day. I would rather not get involved.
Wow, this is actual as another character point. This is actually strange that Kiri is showing slightly more empathy than the high empathy D-Res here.
The other thing too is that, if we were going to pick a fight with really any of the corps, we're probably gonna need more target practice.
Yeah, we go to the range.
No, he means actual first-hand experience, and whilst that's an
There's a
exceptionally
Second
morbid...
Amendment store in our building. There's a gun range there.
You would think that would help. It doesn't. As someone who's been shooting guns for a very long time. Range work only does so much. It's more being able to shoot whilst in a combat situation, and whilst Gopher's outlook is an exceptionally morbid take on the subject, I do also have to agree with him. Combat experience is important. Yes, I am aware, and Kiri like kind of cups D-Rez's cheeks so that she's looking D-Rez directly in the eyes. And I am aware that combat is certainly not the place that you like to find yourself, and
no,
I agree that if we can sort things out without combat, I would prefer that more. I don't like having to spend ammunition, least of all on trivial things. But we have to develop a reputation somehow. They shot first. And quite frankly, if someone's going to shoot at the point of an imposition at a human shield, they probably weren't very good people to begin with.
Well, nobody died. That much I'm okay with.
Well, none of us.
Well, nobody in the car in the pursuer anyway, but we have no idea what they would have done to the targets.
Well,
Sure,
the
we'll
Supra
find
shot
out.
him dead.
There's the car
Likely.
that crashed into the pursuer car at full speed.
That's just incidental. There's the
You're
there's the
you're a
empathy tree.
cold piece, Kiri. Damn.
There's the empathy tree.
That hot tea just
Well,
froze
look.
over right there.
All of it sucks.
Life
It's all
sucks.
just
I mean,
hot.
we
Night
get
City
involved.
sucks.
We get involved. We get shot at. We don't get involved. We're pieces of shit. So
And we still get shot at.
Probably. So, what fits better? Shooting back or being called a piece of shit and getting shot at anyway? If you're gonna get shot
That's
at,
when
you might as well fight.
It's when you find someone that can help you navigate when to shoot and when to put aside things and rub the right hands at the right time. So, sounds like you guys are still getting your new bearings. Great.
I've been at this a lot longer than the others. We're not too sure about Outback or Gopher, but I've definitely been more in the deep dark of things than D has.
I assume, much like myself, some sort of former corporate security executive, something along those lines.
Corporate security is putting it lightly.
Well, we're only having tea. Might as well keep it light.
And Kiri just, I imagine that's probably the only thing they order. It's like, no, actually, we'll just tea. And Kiri probably just raises her thing of green tea and just takes a sip.
D-Rez is just kind of staring at hers for a moment before sipping it. It's probably gotten a little lukewarm at this point.
Well, if you want to make a name for yourselves, I think the first thing you should figure out is how to pay this poor man some chew. And he kind of nods it out back.
Tomorrow, when we meet Mikhail.
Gopher, have you ever operated in a combat zone before?
I can cover the gas. I can cover the chew. I can flick it 100.
You don't gotta worry about any of that. I keep more than enough on hand to cover my own expenses.
Not in a few years, at least.
But you've had some time sweating it out. Do you still go out salvaging in some of the radiation zones?
Not really my thing.
No.
What is your thing? Well, I know that you're kind of a repair guy, but what do you specialize in, I guess?
Fixing, tinkering with, upgrades. Not really one specific thing, just
Kind of a jack of all techie trades.
yeah,
Do a little bit of everything.
yeah.
Then I think if we stick together and you survive long enough, you'll become the tech support guy from hell.
Well,
Now that'd be a VR game to play.
Tech support from hell?
Screaming, turn it off and on again. We'll blast it away with a shotgun. Well,
I do imagine that there are probably times where Gopher has like done a fix and it's it's meant to work, but the thing's still not turning on, and then he just like hits it with a wrench or something, and it just
Percussive maintenance.
the classic percussive
maintenance.
Pretty sure a couple of generators were like that back in the old camp.
I will try to keep an ear out There are sometimes old abandoned factories that the corporations lost track of back in that war. They're a little rarer now, but if you have a wide range of expertise, then perhaps anything that we do run across, you'll be able to fabricate it up or at least tell us what it's worth.
Sounds
Those are some of
good.
the best paying jobs you can find these days. Called relic hunting.
I don't know that I've ever gone and tried to salvage things. I mean, I took my dad's old cyber deck and put it back together, basically.
Sure. I'll
Guess that's salvaging-ish.
think we'd call that smart recycling where I'm from.
And it worked for a while. It's only recently that I got a new one.
I don't know if any of y'all have a car, or even if you drive at all, given, city's very walkable if you ignore all the gunfights. But if you ever need a bit of a fix-up, pretty handy with a car.
I barely know how to drive.
It's not too hard once you get used to it.
I never really did actually. But
I've never had to, really.
Suppose that makes sense. Mega building kind of has everything within walking distance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. It's not on your floor, it's on some other.
JP, says the hostess, not that I was listening in, but if your new clients here are the scrappy kind or the ones who build, well, if you, and well, she's talking to JP, she looks at all of you. If you ever can get me some sort of personal item from Fair Dinkum, I love her show. I watch it regularly. I would be glad to pay a price for a personal item of hers.
sorry, that was fair dinkum.
Mm-hmm.
Noted. Thank you for sharing. Bows.
Well, I need to close the tea house soon. Have you finished what you've been talking about?
I believe so, unless anyone else wants to speak of things. I will leave
No,
in
I
your
think we-
minds
We'll
if
meet
you want to build up
tomorrow.
What was that? Sorry.
Said nothing until tomorrow.
And I will leave in your minds that if you are truly bent on building up a reputation, it sounds like there are some chips on some shoulders, some blocks that need to be carved. Perhaps you begin to think of what you might want to call yourselves. Because if you're to have someone to market you, you have to have something to market.
I never thought about that. It's just
Curious
a
head nods
reputation.
from side to side.
I mean, that's what we use call signs for, right? Is to build a reputation revolving around that.
I
Well,
think
then
he
I
means
guess-
more as a collective, a crew.
Yeah.
Of course, you can build up your individual names, though that often sometimes leads to personal grudges that can form. Fandoms. You can have people warring in the streets, fighting each other over two people that are actually working together. Seen happen before.
Not ever something I thought about.
That's definitely something to give some thought, because mean, that's, what, the second or third time that you brought that up, JP?
Only the first myself.
I could have swore you've said it before. Maybe Deja. Well, I suppose
Do
we'll meet
remember
up
coming.
together to,
Yes, you can
to-
either join me at the hospital, or I can pick a couple of you up in a car I'm going to be renting.
sounds like another expense.
Yeah, it's only 20 eddies.
Well, if you're just gonna get a cab.
Yep.
We'll eventually
Wouldn't
have our own fleet of vehicles managed by Outback to do that for us. Eventually.
Yeah.
The big shots take Delamains.
Those are expensive.
Those are
Combat
expensive.
cabs and Delamain
Those are very expensive.
All right. Well, have a good evening. Find your way home. Try not to get into any more highway shenanigans.
Nope, I'm taking the N cart home. I don't know about you. They're less likely to get drive-by shootings.
No. Mostly I just hear about serial killers.
That's
Why
why
I-
I'm going with her.
And that's why I am always ready. My own magnum.
Yeah. Can't be the hand cannon.
Catch you later, JP.
Bye-bye. Buttons up his suit. Charges his way a couple of blocks home.
All right. All right. Well, each of you.
Yeah.
Very
Oh.
evil.
Go ahead.
Guess I'll ride with you if you'll have me out back.
Well, I already know where you're staying, so
All right. The group goes home for the evening. Gopher, tell me, would you like a high number or a low number?
Hi.
All right.
Oh no.
When you're dropped off, when you get back to your place, you see that your bench, like your personal area at the very top of the building, because hey, it's I believe today was clear weather. I'll have to double check. Tomorrow's cold and clear, so dress for it. But that area, it looks like there was some sort of a fight. The bench is broken, and there's some traces of blood on the floor.
Another thing to add to the list.
Just can't have nice things, can you?
Nope, never.
All right, let's do this then. Let's get up and take a quick break. Everyone go get a snack or a drink, or use the facilities if you must, and we'll come back. And then we'll have our part 2 here. You're going to go see Mikhail and talk to him, see what he has to say, what he'll pay, and yeah, move forward with this, and possibly look forward to your next job. If you do decide to take that up after whatever conversation you're going to have. For those of you in the audience, hold on tight. We'll be back in about 10 minutes while we go do our thing. And we'll come back, more role-playing. So hold on tight.
Yeah.